2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's really rolling along at this point.
And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against the Knicks. Checking.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Coming to you live on 2K. Before we...
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. You can tell Butler has a good head on his shoulders, an elite talent in this league because of the hard work he puts in. And, Steve, when you reach this midway point of the season, the All-Star break approaching, how many teams are looking forward to get some rests at this stage?
I think a lot. I think sometimes when you have guys have that nagging injuries, you're looking for that break. Some teams that have been playing their best, you want to just get some time away and hoping you can come back at the All-Star break. So having this week-long All-Star breaks now, it helps the body, it helps the mind, and a lot of these teams, it gets them back on track.
Kind of hit that reset button, huh?
Yes, I've been hitting that a lot.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jimmy Butler is out there with Parker. Then there's Teague. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Paul. To the wing on the left. From about 16, Montreal getting another chance here. Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. To the middle. Here's Young. Off the left rim and out. Montreal on D.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Even if you do come away with the win, you've made it a lot harder than it should have been. But that night, they just couldn't overcome it.
And so it's Montreal now. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Here's Satoransky. Montreal again missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And that one's good by Butler.
Nice job by Butler. Really worked on the catch-and-shoot jump shot, getting it off a little bit quicker.
And really one of the quickest guards in our league. Jeff Teague just puts tremendous pressure on your defense when he's attacking the paint.
Now here's Barnes. Over Butler. Barnes can't get it to go.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
T kicks to Parker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the book on T, Greg, is to make him an outside shooter. You don't want him getting to the rim.
I mean, he's a good finisher around the rim. His outside shooting, although streaky at times, not bad, but not great either.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now the feed to Capella, and here's Barnes for 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
When Barnes has space to fire from deep, you usually just assume it's going in. Very dangerous from outside.
Butler kicks to Lopez. A stupendous finish in traffic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Screen by Capella. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
When you get Chris Paul working in the pick and roll, he's a wonderful passer and an incredible shooter.
Teague against Paul. Here's Teague. Lopez, a screen on Paul. Here's Teague, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Barnes outside. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And again, it's Chris Paul. Paul's got his second basket of the game. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Teague with the ball. Redick for 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Here's Satoransky. Paul outside. Clock at 6. Over Teague. Again, Montreal scores.
Because Chris Paul is a pass-first point guard, defenses play off him a little bit, which means he can usually get high percentage looks.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Montreal ahead. They lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. You talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged, that's a classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific player.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Sometimes you have a quarter where everything just goes according to plan. Superb start to this game for them.
Paul out there with Satoransky. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Young, and it's Capella in at the 5. And for New York, they've got Jimmy Butler. Jabari Parker is out there with Brook Lopez. And there's Teague, and it's Redick in a 2 guard.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Paul right side. And a miss there on the triple. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular. And with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
And it's Butler missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Barnes passes to Satoransky. Barnes screen on Redick. Back to Barnes. Over Parker. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Barnes has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Montreal. Here's Teague. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the 3-point play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Free throw, no good for Teague. And you love to watch the players attack the rack. Everybody does. Smitty, who do you think are some of the best slashers right now in the NBA?
I think DeMar DeRozan, he does a great job of playing without the basketball. You say LeBron James, he has it in his hands, but when Kyrie has it, you see he slashes. Antetokounmpo, Andrew Wiggins, those are some of the guys that are the best in the business without the basketball.
Fun to watch him, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Montreal is shooting their first free throw tonight. That's good from Capella. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Lopez sets a screen for Teague. Kicks it to Butler. Passes to Lopez. from 18 feet away, and too long on the shot.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Paul dishes to Capella. Pass to Young. Screen by Capella. A three from Barnes. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
T kicks to Butler. Parker passes to Butler. Lopez, a screen on Barnes. Goes up at the stripe, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
The mid-range game is something you want to perfect over time, and Jimmy Butler's pretty good at it.
Capella with a screen on Redick. And Satoransky kicks to Young. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Paul's shot is off. Puts up a 3. That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Teague.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Montreal leads by 5. And a chance now to send it.
Thanks, Kevin. Harrison, an efficient first half of basketball.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The first
Show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken?
Ken, well, for Montreal, Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, they spent a lot of time away from the basket.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories. Montreal leading by 5. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for Montreal, they've got Clint Capella. Paul out there with Satoransky. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Young in at the 4-man position. Satoransky gets the bucket. Knicks trail by 7. Now T. He's got 7. Outside Butler. Screened by Parker. T kicks to Redick. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Butler. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Satoransky, covered by Redick. There's a screen. Back to Paul. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Young's shot is off. Now the Knicks with it. 7-point differential. And this matchup with Montreal, it's their first meeting of the season. Teague dishes to Lopez. Over Young. Lopez, no luck.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And Satoransky kicks to Paul. The Knicks pull it in. Parker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball against T. Butler in the corner. Parker kicks to Redick. Screened by Parker. Here's Butler. No good on the shot. Good defensive work there by Young.
and not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Good work there as it goes. Young's got his first points of the night.
CP3 moving the basketball around. That's what you want out of your point guard.
And last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
Young outside. Back to Paul. Young outside. Screen by Capella. Young inside. Lopez covering. Great D that time from Reddick. Lets it go from 14. Teague can't hit.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Doesn't go that time. Paul passes to Satoransky. Barnes outside. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Jimmy Butler. They set the pick. Barnes outside. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
That might be a soul-crushing basket. What a shot to carry them into the fourth quarter.
And so it's Montreal bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back right after this. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged at the other end. All right,
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Knicks trail by 7. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Jabari Parker is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Teague. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Teague dishes to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Capella. Nails the baby hook. Lopez has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. Screen by Capella. And here is Paul. On the wing, Barnes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. The Knicks shooting 41% for the game. T kicks to Parker. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Barnes outside. They set the screen. Here's Paul. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Parker's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Redick passes to Teague. And Redick kicks to Parker. New York moving it around. Teague can't hit.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
Barnes dishes to Paul. Back to Barnes. And it's in off the backboard.
They need to keep getting the ball to Barnes. When he's got the hot hand, he's a very difficult player to slow down.
Lopez a screen. T kicks to Redick. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
J.J. Redick, he wants the ball in these big moments.
Barnes screen on Redick. Satoransky the pass to Barnes. And a fast break now for New York. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
I got to give Jimmy Butler a lot of credit. Do you remember he was the 30th overall pick in the 2011 NBA draft? He has really elevated this game.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
There's the pick. Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Paul. Capella sets a screen for Paul. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chris does a nice job probing the defense off the pick and roll and finding teammates.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Teague with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Back to Teague. Looking to get it going. Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Barnes kicks to Paul. Over Teague. Paul's shot is off.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Butler dishes to Teague. Lopez a screen on Paul. Here's Teague. Parker outside. Over Young. Nails it.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Montreal calls timeout. They're down by 1. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And just a crucial shot by Barnes, taking it upon himself and coming through.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 17 seconds left in the 4th. Here's what's your take?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Patience is the key. Let's see what they come up with here.
Teague against Paul. Lopez a screen on Paul. Teague kicks to Parker. Lopez sets a screen for Parker. So we see Montreal get the win here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose.
Harrison Barnes dropping 51. Ooh. Capella 21, 27. Chris Paul with 18 and 18 assists. Satoransky and Young both have 6 points. Jimmy G buckets, 33 points, 12 boards. Jeff Teague with 21 and 9 assists. Jabari Parker with 18 and 21. Brook Lopez with 18, 12. Mr. Dick with 9 points. Teague and Butler need to hit their shots though, man. That's brutal. But yeah, A. Fox has pretty much just said, hey, we're going to take it to the paint, and good luck, everybody. The free throws. Be a completely different game if they made them. Completely different game.